So I'm in my messy garage. The Ford Escape is still here. You see I got rid of that scuff mark with some acetone, and I started removing the thing on there. I'll make a video. I mean, you can still see the residue still on there. I was using, actually someone says you could use WD-40, so I have some of that there. I also have some personal information that here that I don't need to disclose. Well, I even have a old card. Sorry about the shakiness. I don't have a tripod. My hands are super cold. Anyway, so the lady wants to get a new car. I guess the one I have for her, brand new, that I bought brand new in 2015. She has outgrown it, so we're on our way to look at a car. She's about to purchase it, not me. I am just there for advice. So in the garage, it's a mess. As you can see, the second or the third of the 3 engine crane is gone. I moved some stuff out yesterday. Well, I moved that crane out yesterday because I had some large stuff to lift, and it blew the lift cylinder on it. But it did get a job done after lifting quite a few pieces, probably well over, I don't know, 12,000 pounds of total lifting between all those individual pieces. It blew that hydraulic cylinder out, so get it replaced. But buying a used car. Again, you gotta do your due diligence. This is not a video. I'm just rambling, really. Obviously, you gotta do your pre-approval, all that stuff, or have your cash in hand. Shop around, do all the things. Do your Carfax. We did a Carfax on this vehicle. I'll reveal it once we have it. It had one minor ding, but again, it's reported as minor. So obviously, that's the first thing I'm gonna look at when I see it, and then. I mean, I got to look at all this stuff, right? So I'm going to grab some lights just in case one dies. I'm going to grab 2. I also have my scan tool right here, probably the most important thing. We looked at cars before and hooked up the scan tool. Did a short test drive away from the dealership lot, stopped, pulled over to the parking lot, hooked this up, and there's like a million codes. So whether or not they clear them or they didn't clear them, and maybe they're more permanent codes and they come back because of drive cycles. Yep. So probably the most important thing, having a scan tool, having a light. I did this already, and I completely, I think I took some of that stuff. I don't know what I did with it. Obviously, get some gloves. Get 2 pairs of gloves, just in case one rips. I think that's 2. Yep, this is 2 pairs of gloves. Get some gloves. We're not trying to be mechanics here. But if this was a used car I'm purchasing, which this was an auction car, you want to do your due diligence, make sure you're looking for leaks. So we'll put that there. I mean, I'm dressed pretty decent, but these are all old stuff. In fact, I haven't worn this shoes in forever. But and I don't have my nicest jacket on. But get in there, and then again, I'm not scared. I'm gonna get down. So I'm gonna bring my mat, and I'm gonna get down, and I'm gonna look up under there. So I got some type of mat. You could get a cardboard or something. I got a flashlight so I can see. I got gloves so I don't get dirty. And I got a scan tool. It's going to tell me a lot. What else can I bring? I'm pretty sure I could bring, I mean, there's a million stuff that I could bring. I could bring multimeter, testing the battery. I didn't really think this through. It's like I said, I did it once already. And obviously I don't need sockets. I'm not going to remove stuff. If something is at odds, then, you know, I'm just going to bring it up to them. And then if we're comfortable, and she's comfortable because she's spending her money, in this case, then we'll proceed, or we'll say, hey, XYZ is happening. And this does not fit. When did this stop fitting in here? So we're not bringing ratchets and wrenches and stuff to pull stuff apart. I'm actually just looking to see if I miss anything. I mean, you could bring something. Obviously, you're going to drive the car, so you don't have to worry about it turning over. But if your car was dead, you know, if the car was dead, you might want to bring like a long ratchet breaker bar to turn the engine over, make sure it's not seized. I don't need to bring pliers. Yeah, none of this stuff. I mean, you don't want to spoot them too much. Since I'm hooking up a scan tool, and this is my battery tester, yeah, I can test the health of the battery. That's fine. That's all good. You know, I mean, I can check if the AC is blowing cold. I mean, these are all things that not every homeowner is going to have. You know, a heat gun, I can test, you know, the heat elements on the seats. Come on. I'm not going to pull it out, but this is a thermal imager. The one that I have with a voltmeter, it's at I don't know our location right now. That's the thing. I don't want to get carried away because this is an inspection scope. I mean, yeah, this hooks up to my this hooks up to my scan tool. So I'll bring this. It's not a separate item. It's all tied in one. But yeah, I don't want to get too carried away. They give you 20 minutes for a test drive. I mean, you're not going to be able to do a smoke machine and all this stuff. It behooves you to get it checked out shortly after you get it. Usually you get a grace period to return the car, and that's where all this stuff comes in. You know, all the more you're not gonna impact the wheels off and whatever. It'd be nice if you could put it on jacks real quick, which I don't feel like doing, to check, you know, the hubs and all that stuff, wheel bearings. And then, you know, like you could grab a mirror or something to see behind stuff. Like I said, I think a visual inspection, especially for a used car, will tell you plenty. And like I said, go back and get a second opinion from an actual mechanic or someone who knows what they're talking about. In my case, I know what I'm talking about. I know where that's at. I'm just going through, seeing what all I need. But yeah, I think this will cover, all this stuff. I can hook it up and see in real time. I can hook it all up and, you know, drive the vehicle, see how the AC is blowing, see how the seats are performing. And sometimes you just have too many tools. You miss the obvious because you're like using all the fancy stuff, right? So she's getting ready. So I'm gonna throw these things in the car And yeah, there's probably something that I'm going to want and realize I could have grabbed, but it is what it is. I don't, like I said, I'm not trying to be a mechanic or fix the car, but if there's a drivability issue, or like in the case, like I bought this with had a check engine light, and it turned out to be a catalytic converter issue, or it could be. I haven't diagnosed it to a catalytic converter issue yet, but it's either the sensors or the CAT sensors, the O2 sensors, or the CAT. And yeah, that's grounds to negotiate down that price for what it would cost to reasonably repair it, right? Don't tell them you're going to fix it at home. Tell them that you're going to take it to a shop. And how did they find out? I don't know if there's a law that prevents you from hooking up a scan tool to a vehicle, but I don't know. I am not your avid shopper, so I'm going to go with that. And if they said, if they're against me, if they're against the fact that I hooked up a scan tool to the car, that's fine. I didn't reprogram any modules or do anything, activate, deactivate anything. I just scanned. And if they ask, I can show them how to do it and show them what I did. Oh yeah, definitely. Bring some, even though you have gloves, bring wipes so you can check, some paper towel and like preferable wipes so you can check the engine oil. Do all that. And then, you know, luckily in the days of technology now, you can just look on your phone and you'll get any amount of pinpoint checklists as far as all the stuff you want to look at. And I mean, you can go through it and you can touch everything, operate everything, but chances are until you start operating the vehicle, you're not gonna truly realize, like, I didn't truly realize this mirror does not really fold all the way back. Like, it has a little stop right there, which is kind of crazy. It's like they installed a little bumper right here. So that might not, if you're trying to park in a tight area, that might not work right. But until you actually have to execute this, because you're going to hit something because it's so tight, you're going to realize this mirror does not fold all the way, right? Or in my case, on my Tacoma, until you drive it, you're not going to realize the driver's side mirror it just vibrates. And if you look at it too much, you might get, I don't know, your eyes might get fatigued, or you might get a headache from just seeing its shape, but the next one doesn't. Just stuff like that. So again, being prepared, do your homework at home, you know, educate yourself. I would say in the case of my wife, when I asked her what does she look at when she's buying a car, if it looks pretty. So I'm not certain about that. They can all look pretty. Like, the engine bay will be shined up. They'll spray it with degreaser and, you know, shine it up. And then, you know, most people don't even pull off the plastic cover. Yeah, you want to pull the plastic covers off, you know, just be sure to put it back on, or tell them that you didn't get it back on. You know, check your fluids, look and see how dark the fluids are. Check your engine oil, check the tires. Right, I can get in here and I can grab, where is it at? So I'm looking for tire thread depth. Yeah, you can check the brakes, but I mean, like, this one is not meant to do it with the wheels on. But if you're buying a used car, you can expect that stuff will get worn. So I think this car is 4 years old, so I'm not expecting a whole lot unless there's a dragon brake or something. Where's my thread depth tool or tire depth tool? Anyway, if you have a quarter, you can stick it in there also, and that will work. Yeah. Make sure you get a wheel lock if it has a lock on it. Like, this thing has a lock that was installed initially when it was purchased, so I'm gonna make sure they have the wheel lock. But anyway, sounds like they're already in the house. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss something. The most important thing that you can bring purchasing a car, just in case you gotta, you know, use it on the car or the salesman. That was a joke, complete joke. Anyway, yeah, happy bidding, happy hunting. As me always say, like on the 18.
Are you ready?
Yes, grab the key.
Okay.
All right, let me always say, them ready, me ready. Hopefully the salesman ready for us, because we ready. As me always say, like on anything, and I'll definitely try to make a video.
Which key car?
What do you mean, which key car?
Huh?
The one with the car seats. All right. It's getting out of hand. As me always say, like on anything.